to Dream Doll Journeys. It's my new page that I'm starting on YouTube, and hopefully other platforms I will go out to as well. SmartDolls as an adult doll collector with the dolls behind me. Some of them are behind me, and we will talk about those as well. My crafts, tools that I use, my 3D printer, my Cameo silhouette, my X-Tool laser printer, teaching myself how to sew. Just wanted to get started. My son's like, Mom, why don't you get started, because you do so much. And I do a lot, and I have fun doing it. Started in collecting dolls when I was younger and wanted to collect Barbies. Had an extensive set of Barbies, but lost the whole collection when my parents' house burned. I lost all of those, and about 3-4 years ago, I started collecting my dolls again. I have a small collection above my head here, and we will go through those and I'll show you what I have. But my biggest collection now, that are my most favorite, are the Danny Chu SmartDolls. I will be taking them with me everywhere I go. It's one or two that travel with me on a regular basis. I am a flight attendant for one of the largest airlines, and she travels with me. Just to show you her, she's in her uniform. Here she is. This is Seychelle. Seychelle travels with me on a regular basis. She's in her uniform now because I haven't taken her out. And if you can see the uniform, you probably have an idea which company I work for. So we will talk about her, about what she does, where she goes with me. Oops. Oh my gosh, she's falling. My mini-me. My mini, she's falling and she can't get up. This is my mini-me. This is Kiki. So she travels with me at times as well. They're all around, and I like to have them near. When I started with the airline years ago, I loved it, left it, moved to the Bahamas, and came back to it in 2014. I missed it. That's all I thought about while I was teaching and had doing other things. But now I'm back to flying, and I love it. I love everything miniature. Everything miniature. So I'm into these now. They're new Miniverse mini balls that are out, and there's so many different ones. This is the one that was the Make It Mini Happy Hour. As flight attendant, we know where to go get good food, drinks, and where to go shopping. But I open these and you put them together. So I will show you these. I do have a couple of videos on showing how to put them together. It's really fun. I like it. It's great. I do miniature houses, miniature food. I am teaching myself how to craft miniature food using clay and silicone. That's taken a little while, so I hope you go on that journey with me. Also, we have miniatures that I've been collecting. This is just one little case, a little bit of everything that's in here. My husband says, okay, Kathy, you just have a little bit too much. Almond Joy bars, pots and pans for my miniature houses. They're just too stinking cute. Hershey bars, little miniature packs, Frosted Flakes. And some of these are cereal boxes. I have Coca-Colas, little small, everything miniature that I'll be going over with you guys on this page. We also, when I travel, what I like to do, go to different cities, and I pick up and look for miniatures everywhere I go. And what I want to do is just go to different places, maybe find the miniature balls that I just showed you. They have home and garden. They call gross balls. Haven't gotten quite into those just yet because they have slime and stuff with them. I don't know if I could do that one. We have, what else do I have? I think I have garden ones. I have small miniature clothing ones that show shoes, clothes, purses, sneakers. They have everything in Miniverse, and also Zuru Minis that have miniature babies as well. They came out with my baby this year. So I got a couple of those I want to take a look at as well. But mostly in traveling with my doll, showing you where I go, and then finding miniature things in the places that I travel to. Also, I do go to some of the events in certain cities. The person that made the doll, Danny Chu, made the SmartDolls, I met in Seattle this year. I flew down to see him at the Comic-Con anime convention, had an awesome time. Have pictures for that showing me with him and him trying to fix my doll's hair because it was looking kind of out of place. I don't think Danny appreciate me having his doll looking kind of crazy. So he was combing her hair for me and getting her styled before we took the photos. That was cute. And I thought that was cute, being with him, talking to him about his ideas, about what he's going to do going further with his dolls. One of the things is the dolls are slender. This is one of them, the Black Navy doll. Her name is Daenerys, but she's extremely tall. She's 23.6 inches. I love her. Blue navy skin, her hair. She's awesome. All of his dolls aren't like this. She's one of the blue ones that I wanted. He had gray ones. He's getting ready to come out with a green one. Just different things to show the differences in these dolls. And I love them so much. But she is gorgeous. And I think her clothes cost more than my clothes. So this is Daenerys. Let me put Daenerys back. And then, of course, the beginning, you guys met Seychelle. She travels with me on a regular basis. And these are of the slender classic dolls. Then I have Kai. Kai came out in this year. I purchased Kai. She's not a classic. If you noticed, you saw Seychelle and Blue Navy, Daenerys. They are smaller. She's in her dress, so you really can't see her, but she is a little bit thicker. She's like me. She's my size, and this is why I like Danny, because this year he came out with her, and she's called a pear shape. So with a little larger hip and thighs and a big bum. And I will show her, and I will show the others when I receive them, when I open the packages, what they look like, their colors, their clothes, their wigs, everything that you can take off. Once again, they're 23, 24 inches. They're great. Traveling with them is really fun. And this is Kai. And I love the sound she makes. The haptics on these dolls are awesome. That's Kai. And then I have Imani. Imani, once again, you can tell her in her jeans how small she is. I'm showing all of her pants. She has underwear on after this as well. So Imani she's awesome. She keeps pretty quiet. She's quiet to herself. So she stays on the shelf a lot. She used to travel with me in the very beginning, and Seychelle now travels with me. I leave Imani behind. Imani is my first doll that I received of the SmartDolls, and I want to keep her pretty much pristine, so she stays here and she stays on the shelf with me. I take her out from time to time. We dress up, comb her hair, change her wig. It's pretty fun to keep up with these dolls because they are so large. They are so lifelike and so real. He does make anime versions. These are the semi-real versions that I love because we can change so much with them. Their hair, their eyes, hands, body parts, breasts, everything you can change with this doll and make it your own. So this is Imani. And I have one more. This is Asia. Asia's great out of all of them. She's a separate color. The colors that we have in the back of them, the brown dolls, they're called Cocoa. And you have Blue Navy, which is Daenerys' color. And then her color is tea. Asia is a tea doll. It seems like all of his colors he names after drinks. I like it. I think it's kind of cute. So you have Cinnamon, that is a lighter color, which it mimics Caucasian colors. Then you have Tea, which is Asia, which is a little bit darker tone, like she's been sun-kissed. Then you have Coco, the brown dolls that are in the back. And now he's working on, what is the next one he's calling her? So that was Coffee. Coffee is going to be a little bit lighter than the Coco, so it's a color between tea and cocoa, so it'll be Coffee. Notice all the drinks that are in that. So once again, this is Asia. She's great. I love her. She's sitting back here as well. So I have 5 of the SmartDolls, Danny Chu's SmartDolls behind me. I also ordered one off online that I played with in the beginning, my first BJD off of Amazon. This is Carlotta. She's kind of like my yoga doll. This is what I do my yoga and nighttime routine with, calming. So that's why she's in her pose. So this is Carlotta. I leave her with her hair off. She does come with hair, but to look a little bit like me and to remind me of myself. She, I think she likes being without her hair too. So I think she likes being bald like me. So this is Carlotta. So she's with me doing a lot as well. A lot of my Barbies, a lot of my Rainbow High. I collect all the miniatures, and I love certain dolls that I see, I will pick up and I like. If I like it, I pick it up, I buy it. I started with the Danny Chu SmartDolls when I got hurt with the airline 2 years ago. I received a concussion and I couldn't go back to work, so I was off for 2 years in rehab. During that rehab, I would use the SmartDoll to help me with the anxiety that I received, some of the issues that I had with mental health, and learning how to speak again, was having issues with not being able to finish my sentences, finding the words. And I know that there are people out there that understand that. And we'll talk about that as well during this journey, getting back to where I am. But I'm glad I got back to work, and these dolls helped me get there. Some people think I'm weird. Things that we do, some people might not like, and I understand that. It's who I am. It's what I like to do. And when I talk to my son about it, he says, Mom, there's probably a lot of people out there like you that do that and want to hear about that. So I'm putting it out there, but I'm also doing it to have a little bit of fun too, because in traveling and taking my dolls with me and traveling the world and going and looking at miniatures, what I just totally love, putting together lifelike things and making them small and putting them in houses. I am working on a couple of houses that I have in here that I will show on my page as well. We will go through that, showing how I put it together and talk about how I started. Everywhere I go, I think I try to find a miniature in it. If I'm going to the store and I'm in Target, I'm looking for a pen. I'm like, maybe I can use the top of this pen as a miniature. Let me see. Buy it, take it home, and try to work it out. If it works, I use it. If I don't, I use it for something else, or it just goes in the garbage. But I try to be very careful in what I use and trying to use different things around my house and home that I can repurpose, so I don't spend a lot of money on a lot of things. A lot of my gadgets I do have, because I have the X-Tool 3D, the X-Tool laser printer. It's very expensive, but it's used to burn my wood and make my wood and metal and etching, cutting crafts. It can work like a silhouette or Cricut if you have that and you're familiar with those. It's just a bigger version. And if you see me keep looking over to the side, it is sitting in front of me on one of my desks. I also have the 3D printer, the Bamboo Lab printer. Awesome 3D printer. Getting ready to learn how to print the dolls that are behind me, because Danny Chu gives us the STL files to where we'll be able to print our own dolls and make different hands and feet and things for the doll. So even though we're out there, we're purchasing from him, he gives us the ability to make them ourselves. And that's what I like about him too. He's not holding on to all of this. He's putting it out there so we can make our own and also monetize it if we want to. There are companies out there that make the clothes for the dolls. I am learning how to sew, because the clothes are expensive, because they're the people that do it take their time, and it's very intricate in what they do. And I can't do it right now, so I do have to purchase them, but I am teaching myself because I tend to spend a little bit more than I want to do on my doll clothes and my shoes. Danny Chu has shoes, and I always tell people, because Danny Chu's father is Jimmy Chu. If you know about Jimmy Chu's shoes, he makes the best shoes. His cologne is also good as well. Can't afford his shoes right now, but I always laugh and I tell people, Seychelles travels with me, and I bought my shoes from Danny. Danny, these shoes that Seychelles have on are a little black. I'm trying to see, make sure I got them in the frame so you can see them. I'm turning her foot. You see the shoe. I'm trying to look in the frame to make sure you can see it. It's a little black pump, and I'm turning her foot around so you can see it. I call these Jimmy Choo shoes because Danny made them, so I think they're really cute. So I said she has a pair of those. So I use that, saying, you know, that's what Danny does. Most of their shoes are really cool. They're look like ours. They feel like ours. He has made leather boots. Some of them are made from plastic and leather and resin shoes that are made with the 3D printer. And I think a pair of resin shoes are probably these that are made with that on Daenerys. And these are a pair of boots that he made that I got for her. So there's a lot of things here that I want to talk about, and just to put it all together, it's all in my head. It's just so much in my head that I want to get out. And I figure if I come on this platform that I can tell you about it, then learn with you. You can tell me something that you want me to do or you haven't seen, or when we travel and I take you with me from getting ready to go to the airport with my dolls, to getting to the airport, to going on layover. I think it'll be really cool. It has been cool. People have stopped me and asked me about the doll and who she is. I do use the doll on the plane with me. We do have unaccompanied minors that we have on the plane that sometimes are scared to fly. And my doll helps me. It depends on who's going with me. It's usually Seychelles or Kai. Depends on the day, how far we go. Most of the time, if we go a little bit further and we're in London, which I am most of the time, or Madrid or Dublin, I usually take the classic doll, which is smaller. She's not as heavy. I do the shorter flights with the pear-shaped doll, which is Kai. But I switch it up. It's not all the time. If now that I've started the page, if somebody wants to see one of the other dolls go with me, I will dress them as well. The uniform that was made by a young lady who did an awesome job for me. She did the basic pattern of the uniform. I did the red stripes on the sleeves. I did the scarf. I had a friend of mine make me her badge. It's just so many things that have been put together to get this started. And I said, if I don't do this and get started, I won't get started. Trying to put my room together with the lighting, with the camera, what am I gonna use? And my son said, the phone, Mom, use the phone. Why are you trying to go all big? Back in the day when we started in YouTube, we didn't have all this stuff. And you're trying to do it, make it all grandiose and all. Stop and just do it the regular way. Use your phone, get started, and learn from what you do. So I said, okay, let's do that. Come with me, like and subscribe this new page. I would love to have you on this journey with me, with Dream Doll Journeys. I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do good. Have a great day on purpose, and come back and see us again. Thank you for watching. Bye.